All right. So, thank you everyone for joining me for the season finale, episode number 7 of season 3 of Better Left Untitled. Today with my guest, Marco. Hey.
What's up? How you doing? What's up, everyone?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you? How are you feeling today?
You know what? It's nice.
It's nice. It's good.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a nice day.
It's nice today. It's nice.
It is. All right. So for everyone, let me just go ahead and give like just a small, brief introduction. Marco here is a very, very talented, super talented illustrator.
Stop.
So what do you mean? I'm seeing your work. All right. Stop! You flattering me. Don't do this. But keep going. He's super, super talented, and I can't wait for him to tell you guys a little bit about himself and like what, because I normally have had in the past a lot of rappers, singers, music producers. I've had a dancer, so a lot of people who are like in the performing arts field, so to speak. So I love having diversity on my show. So you're gonna be my first illustrator. So it's really, really super, super dope. So
Yes.
tell us where you're from.
Well, I am originally from New York.
Okay.
I lived there since I was 15, and I moved to Florida.
What part of Florida?
Tampa area.
Okay, so not super far down, actually pretty far up.
Yeah,
like
not super far. I was there since about 5 years ago when I moved to LA, but I worked at Disney World. I lived in Orlando for a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've been in LA since 2015.
Is that when you started
14,
drawing?
15? No, I started drawing ever since I could remember.
Okay.
Like 4 years old, 3 years old.
So I mean,
always had a pencil.
Where's your passion at in drawing? Is it drawing people? I don't know. You're gonna have to inform me a little bit.
Okay, so when I was younger, my parents were really strict, so they would limit my TV time.
Okay.
So like when I was able to watch TV, it was very like, you can only watch these channels, you can only watch these movies.
Dang.
I was like, So I would watch a lot of Disney movies, a lot of Nickelodeon, a lot of cartoons.
Okay.
But not for a very long amount of time. So when I did watch, I would remember all the scenes, remember everything that I saw.
Like a photographic memory.
Yeah,
okay.
a little bit.
Okay.
And I would kind of translate those into my page just so I can keep it in my vision longer.
Okay.
If that makes sense?
Yeah, so you can enjoy it.
So I can enjoy it longer.
And then like you can you'll have your own, I guess, stories or on your own, since you've already recreated like either the scene, because I know I saw the Hey Arnold one that you showed me, and I fucking love Hey Arnold. Like I feel like that's where my love of lo-fi music came from.
Yeah,
from Hey Arnold.
That jazz was next level.
It was so.
It was putting us on, and we didn't even know.
And like it just made you like feel more for a cartoon character. Like it was just like it really helped drive home those moral values a little bit, like the music adding on to the sadness or to the happiness or to the add depth to the scene to show you, like, to really drive home that message. So what's been your favorite thing to draw so far?
Well, what I mainly specialize in is, like, my brand Masterminds Connect is like, my tagline would be reimagining the stories of your childhood.
Okay.
So when I say that, it's like, we're here in 2019, right?
Right.
But we still have the memories from early on. You still remember that. So translating those memories into this time right now, just so you can kind of look back and reflect, because it's a lot of messed up stuff going on right now.
There is.
So my art, I feel like my art is the kind of way to, like, relax, step back, and kind of enjoy your life before right now. So it's just like, think about, like, happier times, funnier times. I add a lot of comedy into
I saw when I was going through your page, I was like, I saw the the rappers with no budget or that, like those whole little skits. Like, I really enjoyed that. I was like, yo, he's really type funny.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
and you scrolling through and you read it, like, and then the last one blocked with a T. Like, so, I mean, everybody has gone through a period of time where other people have downplayed their work of art, especially rappers and producers and stuff like that. How is that transition for you? Because I know, like I said, a lot of rappers have come to you for cover art. That's what I saw mostly on your page when it came to like those funnier type of skits, drawing like a comic strip type of thing.
Yeah.
So can you tell me, like, is it hard to get people to pay for your art?
Yeah, it's really funny. I have a group chat with a whole bunch of illustrators, and we all send our stories in the group chat. We talk about like, oh, this person was like asking me for all this stuff, and when I asked them like, what's the budget, they ghosted. So it's a lot of people who don't appreciate artwork until they see it, because it's not really physical. Artwork isn't physical. Yeah. Just like music, kind of. Right. People have a hard time. They'll pay for the streaming service, but to buy an individual song, it's like, nah, I'm not doing that.
I'd rather pay for the streaming service so I can get as much music as I want to listen to, more than just paying for one song or one album or one EP.
Exactly. So when I talk to people, I try to emphasize the importance of like learning how to do what you do, because like when you're on Instagram scrolling and you see people comment like, yeah, I do cartoons, blah blah blah. Like with the spam.
Yeah, I know the spam. I know the spams.
So most of those people just take your picture and just trace over it, and they call it a cartoon, but it's really like a science to it. Like, no, let me accentuate these features. Let me take out these lines, because certain lines will translate well in real life, but they don't translate into cartoons.
Okay.
So like like the creases.
Okay, like in the face, smile lines, crow's feet, the lines in your forehead, stuff like that,
In real life, that's fine, but in a cartoon, if you add those lines, you start looking old.
You age.
So you don't. Yeah. So it's like it's a whole science behind trying to figure out where all these points go, and so you kind of have to explain. You can't explain it to everybody, but it's good for people to know, because it's not something that like you just learn in a day.
Right.
It's something that you constantly have to think about. Even if you're not drawing, you're thinking about it. So that's basically like, I kind of want to, what's the word? I kind of want to preach, sort of.
Okay.
Like the importance of how art works and what goes into making it, which is why I started doing these, I call them art experiences, but it's like a drawing party. You've heard of Paint and Sip, right?
Right, yeah.
So I host events where I teach people how to draw, and we have some fire sangria.
Ooh.
And there's fire music in the background. Okay. There's dancing. I'm like putting on a show, but I'm teaching people how to draw, and people are like, "Oh wow, I never thought about that." And that's kind of what I want to do.
I think that's hella dope, because I feel like a lot of people out there, like, who are illustrators or who are painters or graffiti artists or anything that's in the art field, like creative arts field, that seeing you and you throwing your events and trying to teach other people how to do drawings, it's like taking your art to the next level.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's like from that point on, because I know a lot of people like want to jump into galleries,
exactly,
and do sculpted or like multi what's the word, not texture,
mixed
media arts. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Because I did that, like, my first year out here in LA, a photographer hit me like, hey, I want to take some pictures of you. I'm going to have a gallery, and I'm going to do a mixed media. And basically what he did was he took the picture and then pulled it apart into a bunch of different little pictures, and then made, like, a mixed media art thing around it. Now, I don't know how it turned out, because He just got me the final pictures. I never really saw the final project that he was putting together, but it was more like little small sheets, and then he like would fill it with a different type of media, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I can kind of see it.
So I was a little confused by it, but I thought it was a hella dope idea. And I really think it's hella dope that you are taking your art and taking it to another level, not just to brand you as an artist, but to brand you as a businessman and someone who throws bomb events. Like, even if you were to explore outside of that, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. Somebody will see, hey, like, I really love how you did this event. I'm really an artist myself. Like, can you help me out? And so that's why, like, I love bringing different people on here, because it's just like you can take your skill level to a whole different type of platform as long as you think about how to always go outside the box.
Exactly.
So have you ever thought about doing like comic strips or anything like that?
I have thought about, well, growing up I did used to like get the newspaper, read the little comic strips. But I really was, I was captured by, like, feature animations, like Prince of Egypt, stuff like that, Disney movies.
Okay.
And, like the design of the characters.
Like, what do you
really
mean?
Like, so, for example, let's say The Simpsons, right?
Okay.
The Simpsons have huge white eyes.
Yes.
Just circles with dots.
Yeah, pretty much, that's it.
But you take different characters and you change one part about them and it looks like a whole different character. If the Simpsons didn't have those huge white eyes, it looked like something else. If they weren't yellow with the white eyes, with the puffy arms, like the kind of straight stance, it looked like a whole different character. So when you think about all those things that make a character, putting it all together is a science. That's a lot of thought. The Simpsons are yellow because it's basically like raceless. Like they're not white.
They're not black.
They're not black. They're yellow.
They're yellow.
So that's every culture. Even though like you probably saw them as white.
Yeah, that's how I view them. I view them as white. So, I was about to say
but technically they're not white.
They're not white. Yeah, they're yellow. Yeah. But I mean, as far as like what we consider as like yellow, we think of like Asian people, you know, like they're considered yellow, and you know we're considered black. People who are like Indian or anything like that, they're considered brown. So, but it's funny how it's like, I don't know how you know that they're white. Maybe it's their mannerisms.
It's probably their voices.
That too. And then the things that they go through.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
The
Especially
situations that they're put in and the way that the characters handle the situation and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely see them as white. So what has been like your favorite, I guess, style of drawing that you like want to compare like your art to as closely as possible?
I would say a mixture between animation and comic book.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to ask like what type of animation, because when I was younger, I draw for my own pleasure. It's not like I'm decent, I'm okay, but I really do it because it's a release for me. I'm a creative just all around. So but my favorite thing has been to draw and always has been our eyes, because I feel like they're just so expressive. You can do so much with them. You can change their shape, and like you can get really realistic and then really cartoony. But then I've seen other anime styles where they're a little more realistic in a sense. They're not as cartoony. The eyes are the proper shapes, the nose are the proper shapes, but you can still tell that they're anime. So if you
I would say more realistic.
More realistic type.
More realistic.
Okay, all right. So if you're going with that, like what type of anime inspires you? Like what show?
As far as anime, My Hero's good.
My Hero Academia.
Death Note is good.
Oh, I love Death Note.
Death Note is fire.
I love Death Note. Yeah.
Death Note
when I stumbled upon Death Note, I was like, wow, like this is fucking amazing. And then they ruined it with the movie. Like,
nah, the movie doesn't exist. Pretend that didn't happen.
Oh, like Avatar?
Please. Please.
like Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Too soon. Okay, question for you. Mm-hmm. Is Avatar an anime?
It's like, I'm on the fence with that one. It's like, yes, technically it is an anime. To me, the reason why I would say no is because it's a part of just about almost any other childhood cartoon character that I watched. To me, when I watched it, I didn't view it as an anime until later on when I saw the history behind it.
Exactly.
So I was like, okay, well, technically, I guess it is an anime, but there's no amount of explanation for you to literally fuck up the main character's name in the movie. His name is Aang. It's not Ong. It is not Ong. His name is Aang.
I think they once said Avatar.
I was like, and my whole thing is like, I was so like ready, like just completely ready for that whole experience. Yeah, I just didn't see it as a anime until I started doing the history behind it. So I just viewed it as another one of my favorite childhood cartoons. Like, I loved just about every single freaking character. I loved every single one of them. So what is your take behind it? What's your view behind it?
I feel like it would be considered an anime if it came out in Japanese first.
Yeah.
Or if it was not on Nickelodeon.
That too.
I
think that's the biggest dead giveaway is the fact that it was on Nickelodeon. I don't feel like it's like maybe now Nickelodeon can show like anime, but I feel like the only channel that was diverse in that was Cartoon Network.
Exactly.
Is because you had Adult Swim at night, and then you had Tsunami, so it was diverse in its. And then the shows that they started airing look like anime style characters. Like, even on Cartoon Network, even their kids shows started to look like anime style characters. Like, especially now, like there's more and more like not Steven Universe, but Adventure Time. Like, even though that's not an anime, so many people in that culture like love, like I'm talking like Japanese, like stuff, like love Adventure Time. Like, my little Jake case. Oh, wow. Like, this came out of that store that's in the mall where it's that whole lettering is not even in English. It came right from out of there. And they have a lot of, like, We Bear Bear stuff. They have a lot of that. So I feel like that's very interesting. So I want to see some of your work, though. You brought us some of your work.
I did.
So you going to share it?
I brought, these are for you, by the way.
Oh,
you got a button.
Ooh, I got a button. I'm going to put it on right now.
And a sticker.
Do I want to put it on my laptop? I'm going to put this on though, for sure.
I brought my sketchbook.
I might put that on my sketchbook. My sketchbook has no stickers on it.
Oh yeah, I recently I put in my planner. I have a journal / planner.
Okay.
I put stickers on it.
All right.
But here, this bunch of stuff I have.
Oh, you got sketch!
There's a bunch of.
Oh, that is dope. Okay, all right, we gotta stop right here because first of all, shout out to the black women. Like,
gotta support them.
Look at that. Let's go, my man's. And this is the sketchbook. First of all, I would love to know how the freak do you draw this small? Like, I can't get any of my sketches this small and that detailed. Like,
well, one key is there. You know the mechanical pencils?
Yeah.
Those are usually 0.07 lead.
Okay.
If you get the 0.05 lead or 0.05, it's a lot smaller and it's easier to get a smaller line.
Okay.
So that's sometimes what I use. But yeah, it's like it's hard to figure out.
It is, because all of mine take up like damn near half the page. Like, okay, we got some line. Is this supposed to be like
this is
Panthers, or you were just
Panther?
Panther, okay. Yes. So you crossing over into animals too? I don't know. Do you mind me just going through?
Oh yeah, no, go ahead.
Because I feel like sketchbooks are very, very near and dear to a lot of different illustrators.
Sketchbooks, the hardest thing is getting everything to look how you want.
Hella dope.
Yeah. See, this is this is a good example of character design because this is Shuri from the Black Panther movie, but she doesn't look like that in the movie.
No, she doesn't.
So you have to pick and choose different parts you want to keep, and this is Michael B. Jordan.
That's Killmonger.
So you have to pick and choose what you want to keep, what you want to simplify, so that all goes into character design.
Because it definitely doesn't look. I mean, I could tell, of course, but that's more so from the accessories. Yeah. So I get what you're saying. You got to figure out what you want to keep and what you want to, change or get rid of, or what you don't like about that style. Yeah. Oh hell yeah! Look at my man's right here. Do y'all see this? This is amazing. Like, first and foremost, like, I'm in awe. Like,
thank you.
That is crazy. My man's is drawn. Like, I wouldn't even tell that this was colored, and it's so nice and like. What do you use? Like, what did you use for this?
I use pencil. All right. So I draw very lightly with the pencil, so you can kind of scope out where you want things, and then I use a pencil. It's called a pencil brush pen, and it's like a paintbrush, but it's a pen. Okay. So that is what I use, like the thicker lines, and then for the shading, I use like it's called a Copic marker.
Is it in a white? I know exactly what
they have like two caps, so one is like a brush and one is like a chisel.
Fine point. Kind of. Yeah. Okay.
So I use those. Those are very expensive.
I was about to say the only reason why I know them is because they're hella expensive.
Yeah, lower your prices, please. Please.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Y'all gonna love this. I see my man's right here looking like the boy. Well, the man, not the boy. The man, Mr. Kobe himself.
That's my favorite basketball player. Basketball wasn't the same when he retired.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not really a Kobe fan, so, and I said it on camera. So fight me next time you see me and what. Let's go with the and I love the markings that you did on top
just
of it.
Throwing,
just
like throwing some twists in there.
Just a little bit, and I definitely can see like, I don't know if y'all can see on camera, but like where the pencil was, and you can see how far he sketched. Like, these are real lines. Like when you see them, they're not fake lines or something that they drew for just effect. Like where it's just where they were like, okay, this might be the height, this might be the width, and then like narrowing it. Okay, that's too wide. That's not wide enough. And come, you gotta fill it out. That's why artwork takes so long, because it's the detail. It's the detail. You hear me? The detail behind it's like Killmonger got a whole like X-Men vibe to him in this one, like Michael with the storm eyes.
He actually saw this picture, and he commented on it, and he said, "Thanks, this is awesome, but my initials are actually MBJ." See, my initials are MJB, so naturally I would sign my initials.
Oh, he thought it was him.
But he didn't realize it, so he's like, yo. And I was like, yeah. He's like, oh, unless those are your initials, then my bad. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, they're mine, bro. Mine. Like, I did this. I get your full of yourself just a tad bit, sir. But these are mine.
Why would I sign your name?
Right, like, on, I hope he sees this one day and signs it. Just make it up here with yours, just like this, but like stretched out like up here somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like Michael B. Jordan. When this happens, shout me out, because that was my idea. You know what I'm saying? Like, but this is amazing, and I hope that he buys it. I hope that you make a copy and he buys it from you, because you know the man got the money. I'm just saying.
What?
Just. I fucking love Winnie the Pooh. I'm gonna just go through this. This is the most amazing, entertaining thing that I think I've ever seen in my life. Like, okay, so we got some bear sketches on here, so y'all can get some ideas.
There's some bear ones on there. There's some.
I love like the
rough ones.
The feeling that. Okay. So you was gonna do a Killmonger?
I was.
Because I just saw the hair.
It was like I was trying to figure out why. The Lion King is my favorite movie of all time. Black Panther, I really love Black Panther, and I was like, let me find the similarities between those two movies. The soundtracks are very, very similar.
Yeah. Wait, were you talking about the original Lion King or the remake at this point?
Don't.
Okay. So we're not talking about the remake?
Let's not.
He's like, look, do not disrespect my childhood with
not.
These abominations you keep bringing up of
The
remakes.
original soundtrack or like the score is very similar, so it gives you the same like African feeling.
Right.
So I it was very. They were good. They were good movies.
I love my Princess Jasmine. She's drawn. So this is all of her, but drawn in different ways. Okay.
This is the belly dancer that came in the Cave of Wonders.
Oh, okay.
And this was one of the girls in the beginning where he was running away from the guards.
Yeah, in the town.
I think they were like hoes or something.
I don't know what they were.
Street walkers.
Oh my God, this is so funny because I actually like Hercules for little maidens or whatever that sing the gospel. And it's funny because I just had Cleo on earlier a couple seasons ago.
Shout out to Cleo.
And he hates Hercules.
I don't know why. I'm gonna have to sit down.
Because of this woman right here.
I'm gonna have to sit down and watch that movie with him and dissect his hatred.
This is why her main right here, because she's a traitor, and I completely understand and agree with him.
A lot of women are like that. They get hurt, and they hurt.
And they hurt because hurt people hurt people.
Hurt people. That's real.
That is very real.
And he had it in his heart to forgive.
Well, he was a god, and she's mortal.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's why he had it in his heart to forgive.
That's why.
All right, so show me your favorite. Do you have your favorite in here?
My favorite.
Out of the whole entire book.
My favorite art piece?
Yeah. Because I'm going to just keep going through them, but we ain't got that much time.
Let's see. My favorite art piece.
I'm through Beyonce. Okay.
My favorite
got
art
Bay
piece.
up in here.
It's so hard to pick a favorite.
I know. Well, at least one of your top 5. How about that?
Top five.
One of them.
See. I would say.
Is that Zendaya?
Yes.
He done drew Zendaya from the. What was that? What?
I think. Was it the Met Gala?
It might have been the Met.
Some kind of gala.
I don't know if it was Met or not.
I think. I really like.
Y'all gonna have to, if y'all listen to this on audio, you gotta come and see the video. These two are dope. Okay, so you picked these two. So tell me about this one, because this is phenomenal. I hope y'all get a close up on this one, because this is wow.
This is a reference. I was just practicing a reference I saw on Instagram. I don't remember who that lady is.
Shout out to her.
Shout out to her. But the person who reposted didn't tag the photographer, didn't tag the person. So it was like, I tried to find it, couldn't find it, but yeah, I
So
like
if you see it and this looks like you,
let me know. Let me know. If it's you, I'm gonna send it to you.
All right. And you said this one?
Yes.
This one's hella dope. I love the detail, the fading in the bag. Like, this could be a really sick ass tattoo.
Yes.
Like a really nice back piece, arm piece, maybe even like a nice decent big thigh piece or leg piece.
I don't have any tats, but that's good. I might.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Like play with it, especially like you can get this done in like watercolor in the bag, and it like be a different color and all of that. Yeah. So I think this is so dope, and I think that you're hella talented. Like, what is coming up for you? Like, what do you want to do?
My goals was my 5-year plan. What's next is just trying to practice more. Just trying to make sure my stuff is where it needs to be at the highest level.
Okay.
Also continuing doing these events. My first event was Drake and Draw.
Ooh. So
we played Drake all night, and we drew pictures, and we danced. We sang the Drake songs. Shout out to Drake. It was his birthday.
Okay, so
yesterday or something.
Yeah, like a couple days ago.
Yeah. Yeah. The one after that was called Nick at Night. And we learned how to draw Nickelodeon characters.
Okay.
We had Kel's Orange Soda. So it was like orange soda mixed with sangria, Bacardi.
Ooh,
Yo.
Saucy.
It was fire.
Saucy. Well, all right. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. That concludes our season. We will come back for season 4, probably top of the year. Go ahead and plug all your socials, everything. If the event page has its own social media, this is our wide shot. That's your personal. Go for it.
All right. Well, thank you for having me on the show.
Problem.
It was a pleasure.
Oh, mine. Pleasure's mine.
Good luck on all your endeavors.
Thank you. The same to you.
I'll be back.
Yes, you will.
Season.
Yes,
I'll be back.
We're going to do a part 2. Always do a part 2.
Absolutely. Well, once again, my name is Marco. Masterminds Connect. Master. And
that's IG?
Yes.
Oh, that's IG.
Masterminds Connect with the S at the end of Mastermind. MastermindsConnect.com. You can find all the event info. DM me, hit me up. I usually respond to all my DMs.
Unless you want some fuckery.
Unless you want some tomfoolery. Some flabbergastedness.
Some disrespectfulness.
Some disrespect. Don't hop in my DMs with some foolishness.
You see the man's face?
Hop out the DMs with the foolishness.
Disgust in the man's face. All right?
But yeah, let's trying to keep it positive.
And buy some art.
Buy some art, yo.
Support.
T-shirts.
Yeah.
Buttons.
He
stickers.
had a fly-ass Spider-Man, Miami Heat style T-shirt.
Yeah,
that man is dope. You are so talented.
Thank you.
If I haven't said it enough.
I appreciate it.
All right. Well, that wraps it for us then.
That's a wrap.
All right. That's a wrap. We'll see y'all on season 4.